What's up guys, it's Amy here. Now before I actually start this commentary I have to mention two things, and the first one is I'm going to sound a bit weird through this whole commentary because I have a throat infection, so I am going to sound a bit freaky I guess, but just try and ignore that. And also this commentary is about relationships advice for boys. Now, I know I've done a commentary about long-distance relationships, but I've decided to do one about normal relationships for those who aren't in long distance, because they might need a bit of advice too. And this basically is 5 steps on how a boy can keep a girl that he likes. So, listen up. Now, firstly is to express your love to her. Now, don't just buy her flowers or a box of chocolates or the latest clothing or whatever, because the clothes will eventually rip or not fit her, the chocolates will get eaten, and the flowers will die. So what's she gonna remember then, when they're all gone? And she might not feel loved until she hears the words "I love you" frequently. And no, she hasn't forgot all the nice things you do for her, but girls are like that. Like, you may have told her you loved her yesterday, or 5 minutes before, or a minute before, but she'll think that your feelings have changed since then and will want to hear it again. That's just what girls are like. Like, me and my boyfriend, I always say to him, he'll say, "Oh, I love you, princess," or "I love you," or whatever, and then 10 minutes later I'll be saying to him, "You do still love me, right?" And he'll just be like, "Yeah, I've just told you." But then, because he hadn't said it for like 10 minutes, I'd think he didn't love me. It's just, I don't know, we have weird minds. Now, if you have trouble physically saying "I love you," then try and do it in another way. Like, write a note and slip it into her hand slyly, or slip it inside her bag. Also, you could write a sticky note and stick it somewhere where she will see it. And this is much more effective than going out and buying her flowers that will obviously eventually die. And just her knowing that you love her will last much longer than any flowers or clothes or chocolates will ever be able to last. Now, secondly, listen to her. So, an example I came up with is, if you imagine you have started talking to your girlfriend or your wife or fiance or whatever, and about something that's really important to you or something that's really serious, and you look at her and you realise she hasn't been listening to you, she's looking into mid-air, she's playing with her hair or her nails, and she's just generally not listening to you, you're going to feel a bit rejected, aren't you? So if you switch that round, then that's how she's going to feel if it was the other way round. When your girlfriend is trying to talk to you, put aside everything that you're doing and actually really listen to her. I know that some girls can have long, drawn-out conversations, like it might be 5 minutes, 10 minutes, might be an hour, but that's only, say, an hour out of your whole day that you have to give up for your girlfriend. And if you really love her, then that's not really much time at all. And by listening to her, she'll feel as if you value her and also her opinion. Like, if Brandon didn't listen to me, I'd just be I'd be quite mean to him. I'd start doing something that I'd know would annoy him. Like, I would push him out of bed, or I'd turn the PS3 on and not invite him to play and just start playing with somebody else. So, but that's not always good, because then an argument would break out. I'm trying to keep you two together, so don't go by that way. Me and my boyfriend have been together nearly a year and a half, so we're used to our childish ways. Now, this one for me is quite important. You have to use honesty wisely. Honesty wisely. I've got it. Obviously, don't tell big lies, but sometimes a little white lie can help keep the relationship strong and help keep the peace among both of you. For example, saying no to the answer, does my bum look big in this, or do I look fat? Being a boy, if you're going to be in a relationship with a girl, they're the 2 main questions I guarantee you are going to get asked. And saying yes, you look fat, or yes, your bum is massive, isn't going to exactly help you to keep that girl. So, you also have to be careful not to imaginate too much by saying, no honey, you don't look fat, you look 10 stone lighter, or something like that, because then that's just over exaggerating and she'll catch on to that. So the best thing you can do is say, you look good to me no matter what you wear. That would just make her fall on her knees, and you haven't said anything wrong, and you haven't exactly told a lie, because if you love her, then it wouldn't matter what she is wearing, she'd always look good to you. Now, the fourth thing is, don't treat her differently because you're with friends. That's like the biggest no you could ever do. If you treat her like a princess when you're alone with her, then when you're with friends you disrespect her and allow your friends to disrespect her, then she's going to think, and she's going to realise that you're unloyal to her, and she's also going to think that you're embarrassed by her. So you shouldn't let your friends disrespect her, and you should treat her the same as you would in front of your family or when you're alone with her. If she's your girl, you chose her, so you should be proud to show her off to everybody. So that's going to be a big thing to keep you two strong. And last but not least is, I've kind of expanded on this one a bit. You should try and keep the relationship passionate. Now, I had a conversation with my boyfriend about this today, and he didn't have a clue what I was going on about. And in the end, I didn't really know what I was going on about either, so we just dropped it. So some people may ask how, so I've just gathered up some tips. So firstly, act as if the relationship is the start of your relationship all the time. The first couple of weeks or months that you two are together and you surprise each other, and it's like you see each other all the time and you get butterflies when you see each other. And if you keep the relationship at the start of the relationship, then it's going to be a fresh, a new relationship, 5 months, 6 months, a year and a half, 2 years, whatever, how long you two have been together. It's always going to be a strong relationship the whole way through. So you should surprise your girlfriend and spend quality time alone together. When I first got with my boyfriend, I used to take a friend with me when I went to meet him, and he'd bring a friend with him. I think it was because we were a little bit nervous seeing each other alone. So in the end, we wouldn't want to leave our friends out, so we'd just go home, and we'd only spend about 5-10 minutes with each other, and we'd end up going home because it would have to be awkward, and our friends were there just like the spare parts, so there wasn't really any point. But now obviously we're confident, we've been going out a year and a half, so we just meet up alone. Now obviously if you're in a sexual relationship, then don't just have sex. It's not just sex, you have to try and make it a special time together. It can't just be something that you do with a girl and then dump her and then go and do it with another girl. That's not how it works. Well, it's not how it works for me anyway. Now, you should show appreciation, even the little things, like saying I love you or surprising you. That might mean a lot to your girlfriend, so you have to show that you appreciate that. Now you should also try be funny and act stupid with each other. If you're both boring and serious, then nothing will ever work out because you won't have the humour with each other. The relationship will end up getting boring and then it will just break apart. So that's just a quick one. Now I know my mic is really bad because it's my laptop one, but it's my birthday in 26 days. So I'll be getting a blue snowball because I'm following my boyfriend's steps. So you'll be getting better quality commentaries after my birthday. And I'm sorry that my voice is really bad, but you can't blame me for that. I didn't ask for a throat infection. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this commentary, and I should be back with more in about a week or when my throat's better. I'm probably going to cut the commentary, the gameplay short, because I don't want to bore you guys with it, so I will cut it short after this. And if you like what you see, then look at all the links in the description. I've got my Twitter and some channels that are awesome and that you should go and check out. And then maybe drop a comment on what I could improve on, and a like if you like it. And also I've got my Skype down in the description too. And if you like what you see, then obviously you should subscribe to me. So yeah, peace. No, I don't say peace. Bye.
Let me see you put 'em up. Reach the sky, touch the stars up above. Cause it's one time for the underdog. One time for the underdog. You got the world on your team, even if that ain't what it seems. It's one time for the underdog. One time.